Mixed Mornings with Kyle, Brian, and Sarah. For those of you who don't know, our very own Kyle has become a father yet again. He's got a brand new baby boy named Leo. He's what, 3 weeks old now?
Yeah, last night at 9:05.
Oh, no one's counting. Did you guys cheers a glass of wine or something?
Yeah, I had some Cinnamon Toast Crunch in his honor last night at 9:05.
Bowed down to your wife at 9:05.
Yes, I know. Every single day, all day long.
Yeah.
It's Kyle, Brian, and Sarah. Yes.
I already said that.
Oh, you did? Sorry. I told you I'm sleep deprived, Sarah. And that's what I told you guys a second ago. Sleep deprivation is a whole other level when you have a newborn. And I'm not going to complain because my wife is the one crushing it, the breastfeeding, the pumping, doing all the things, doing a lot overnight because you got to relieve yourself, right, when you're doing these things. But I help out. I'm always on standby assisting.
You've been doing a lot of diaper duty this time.
I have become a sommelier of diaper changes, Sarah.
Ew.
I have changed.
Master would have worked. A master of diaper changes.
Many diapers.
Sommelier. Ew.
Yes. No, I thought it fit. Anyway, but so I don't want to complain knowing my wife has done so much. But when you are sleep deprived with a newborn, it hits different, right? And plus, I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and then maybe once overnight. And when you get up in the overnight, you feel like you're the only person on the planet doing stuff with a newborn. But my all-time sleep deprived story does not involve Leo yet. I'm sure it will at some point. But I had a moment with Sofia early on, where Sarah and we both got up in the middle of the night. It's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. We go down to Sofia's room, and this is early on. We had the bib on, and when you put the bib on the baby, it's the cutest thing because the bib looks massive compared to the size of the baby. And she's like, "Hey, honey, will you grab the bib for Sofia?" And I said, "Yeah, I got you. I'm here to stand up for the family." And I grabbed it, and then 10 seconds passed, and she looked at me, and she said, "What are you doing?"
This part's the best.
And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And then she nodded down at my neck. "Morning, fam. I put the bib around my neck and snapped it." That is my most all-time.
That is pretty special. I don't even think this time you'll do something like that. I've never heard anybody do that before. That is an excellent story.
Yeah, so that is my most all-time sleep deprived story is I put the bib around my neck.
And snapped it.
And then no, and that has not happened yet. But it is interesting because there are different moments throughout the day where I'm like, man, my brain is not operating on full capacity.
You're in the trenches, as I call it. I'm
just on Wi-Fi, and I'm actually not bad from 5 to 10. It's when 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock hits, I am living the Sarah King lifestyle where my eyes cannot stay open.
Oh, I hate it.
Where your eyelids become so heavy when you are tired.
It sucks. I hate it. I can't hide it. And then I get the yawns, and the yawns come in a wave of 20 minutes, and I will yawn every 30 seconds for 20 minutes. Yeah. It's so annoying. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's like your eyelids become the size of dinner plates, and they weigh 45 pounds each, where I'm like, oh my God.
I know. Do you get to take naps?
Not right now. We're still kind of figuring out the schedule because the problem with the napping thing, it would work if Sofia, my almost 4-year-old, liked to take naps, but she doesn't. I don't know how she's powered, but when she's up at 7, she is booted up the entire day for the next 13 hours.
I feel like Luca didn't stop taking naps around that time too.
But I think Brian said Edie will still take a little power nap. Sofia does not want the power nap.
Luca wasn't a napper either.
And I'm like, honey, I'm begging you. Dada desperately needs the power nap in the afternoon.
Sounds like she needs to go to a more full-time daycare to give you some space, man.
Yeah, maybe there's that. But then there's just more money.
I know, the money,
a lot of other things involved.
So expensive.
I'm like, honey, can you take a nap? No, it's fine. Love my little girl, but she is not a napper anymore. And when we had to say goodbye to that, I did selfishly think, oh no, because that means if she's not napping,
I'm not napping.
I'm not napping either.
Maybe you could put her down in front of the TV and with her favorite movie and just pass out.
Honey, can we watch
That's what I used to do.
Moana 2 this afternoon?
Don't you want to watch a movie? Yes, sweet.
Either way, sleep deprivation hits differently. Can I tell you, now that I'm on this?
I'm dying for another story.
Sorry,
yes.
I think that was the point in the conversation where I could have wrapped it up. But now as I'm talking about this, I did think of another one that might top me putting the bib around my neck.
I doubt it, but let's hear it.
So And it's crazy because when you don't get enough sleep, and I'm not a sleep doctor by any means, but I've read about this because of what we do and just sleep in general.
Yeah.
It's like if you do not get enough sleep and then you go forever, like you hallucinate.
Yep.
And like there are these stages of if you don't sleep for 18 hours and 24 hours and 36 hours, what happens to the body? Google it.
None of it's good.
It is a crazy thing. So there have been times where we get up on a Friday, I'm saying we as in my family and I, and we'll drive back to Indiana. And I get up at 4 and I drive 10 hours back to Indiana. And usually I'm good for most of the trip, and Sarah will jump in if she needs to, if I'm like, I need a nap. I need to tap out. But there was one time where I felt good because, morning fam, I want you to know I'm not the driver who's going to be drive when I'm like desperately tired. But we get back to Indiana. We had just come through Dayton, Ohio. We're on 70 heading back to Indiana. I'm in the home stretch of Indianapolis, and all of a sudden it hit me like that wave, that tsunami that we mentioned a moment ago. And my eyes instantly became so heavy. And then my body started to see things that weren't happening where I'm like, oh my God, I need to. And Sarah ended up driving the rest of the way. I saw a semi jackknife in front of me.
And it wasn't there?
I saw deer running across, but I saw a semi jackknifing in front of me. But it did not happen. This was not a real thing.
Oh my God, that is a true hallucination.
That is a true hallucination, and this is a real thing that happened. And I'm like, okay, but I was still cognizant enough somehow. I felt like I was in the movie Get Up with the mom hitting the side of the tea mug, where I'm like, okay, I need to pull off to the side of the road instantly. Unfortunately, there was a rest stop like right there.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so yeah, that hit the hardest. Where I'm like, oh my goodness, this is a very real thing of like the hallucination.
Yeah.
But that was like the first time that I had experienced something like that.
I've never had hallucinations from being tired. I just get the face and the yawns.
And then
I just submit.
And then Sarah submits the quickest really that you've ever seen. All right, with that, it's Kyle.
Can't help it.
With that, it's Kyle, Bryony, and Sarah on Mix 101.5.